Hey everybody, it's your pal Big Tex, otherwise known in the sports world. We are gonna do our first ever sports talk stream where we got some questions. We was gonna have the game up and loaded. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. We got a new show we're producing here. I have my pal Wayne. He's right. Actually, we got Loot over here, and we got Wayne over there. He's known as Raiders Win Baby, and we got Loot Secured Gaming joining me for the first time. So if you have any sports questions that you would like to ask us, feel free to let us know, and we will do our best to respond to them. But yeah, again, thank you. Uh, all right, Wayne, I can't hear you if you're speaking. Do our best to respond to them. But yeah, who's speaking? Hey, what's up, Fabian? All right, Wayne, right, you can all talk now. Hello, say hi.
What's up?
There you go. All right, let me and let us know if there's any. If you can't hear the audio on either end, we will fix it. Uh,
Yeah, we will make sure Corey fixes it because it's his fault.
what? Hey, Anthony, what's up? So yeah, this is our first ever. We've never done anything like this. Yeah, we already lost, Fabian. The Titan. I was trying to bring it up. I don't have any way of bringing nothing up to you guys. The Titans have lost the playoffs. We lost last week. No, we. What was it? 2 days ago? When did we play? What's up, Jordan and Anthony? Oh yeah, a couple days ago. Okay, Lee. I think your mic needs to be turned up a little bit. Uh, oh, you cannot hear me. Who you cannot hear? Y'all can't hear me.
I can hear me. What's wrong?
Hold on. Guys, the Titans have lost. We cannot hear you. I hear myself. Is it? Maybe it's everyone else you couldn't hear. All right. So, we're going to dive right into some topics here in a minute. Oh, you hear me just fine. Okay. We're doing a sound check before we actually go any further. And I'm going to try to bring the game up. All right, you can hear me. Okay. What about Wayne? Can they hear you? Can y'all hear Wayne just fine? Say hi, Wayne.
I hope they can hear me. That's right.
All right. What about you, Luke? Say hi to everyone.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
All right. How about now? We're doing a sound check.
Somebody secure the loot.
Okay, we're doing a sound check to make sure everything's up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, you hear them fine. That's what I want to make sure. It's our first ever time ever doing something like this. Fabian, you do not realize that you did not know that the Titans are out of the playoffs. We lost a couple days ago, and I don't have proof to show you guys.
And you don't want to see it anyway because it was bad.
It was a beatdown by the Chargers, like 37. No, was it 37? What was the score, Wayne? Do you remember?
It was like I
You
think
can
it was
bring it. You and
34
Luke can bring it up. What was it?
It was something like 34-24.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 34-24 was the score. Wayne needs to be turned up a little. Do you have any adjustment on your volume?
That's it.
All right, he's all the way up. I got him up all the way on my end.
There
Just
we
make
go.
sure y'all can hear him all good. All right. So now that we got the sound taken care of, my pal Wayne, we're gonna get into some topics here, and so you're like, why do I see multiple screens? You see
Ask me
multiple.
something that I know. All right, Morgan. Ask me something I know.
All right. So since we've already started talking about the playoffs here, first question is. Now I forgot the question.
Our horsey's pretty.
Now the first question is gonna be, and why is my screen like that? Why is my screen weird? Do y'all still see myself? Oh, there we go. Whew. Nope. I have hidden myself.
Yep.
Why did my screen do that? Alright, so we're going to have some, let's go with this here. Let me go back to, oh, you know what? I have our playoffs. I can talk, that picture I do have on our Big Tex Posse. I'll bring that thing out. So since we're talking about our league itself and what it all entails, yeah, make sure you get the like, shares, comments, follow out. I do have a photo here somewhere. Let me bring it up. Oh yeah, announcements maybe. Like that, Fabian. No, I do have a picture I posted. Where'd they go? A picture has disappeared. Actually, yeah, you're probably like, why does your screen show up like that? Good question. Why does my screen show up like that? Or now y'all can't see me at all. Alright, so here's what we got. We're going to do it this way. We're going to move this back because y'all couldn't see me. Now that's much better. Okay. So I apologize for everything that was taking place. Now, hey, I lost my guess.
Yeah, Corey, say you're sorry.
Where did my guests disappear to? I got to fix them. They kind of just discombobulated.
Went to get ice cream.
What's up? So we're just having a little fun right now as we get this all sorted out. We got Loot right there. Wayne is here as well. Lazy person on the couch. That would be Wayne. He is a Raiders win baby. Raiders win baby is Wayne. Alright. Evidently I gotta refix this again. I just love refixing my stream. Okay, we're gonna move into some questions as soon as we get Wayne here. Wayne has literally left the building. He said he'll be right back after a word from these sponsors. That is what was that, Wayne?
I'm still here.
I know.
See what you did?
We shrunk Wayne. I guess it's like this is a comedy hour. Not meant to be a comedy hour, but it is.
That's one way for weight loss. Just keep shrinking me, dog. That's fine with me. I look good on the video. All right. That really works.
There we go. Now let's actually get to some important business here. We have sports talk right now. The first one, the season 1 playoffs. I at least have the current playoff schedule without the original scores. I didn't take scores because not everyone's finished with the games yet. Now, the Titans number 2 seed did lose to the Chargers 34-24. While the Browns lost to the Chiefs. What was their score, Luke?
It was a dog fight back and forth, but 34-31.
So we had a 34-31 bout. And as of yesterday, the Saints lost to the Buccaneers also by a 3-point margin.
Now, did anyone get to watch that game? I mean, that seems like that 45-42. That seems like that was a good game.
It was a good game. Did not get to see it. I don't know if he was streaming it. I was out. I was out doing something. I don't know what I was doing exactly. But yeah, that 45-43. He is one of the. That team is probably one of the highest offensive numbers. Tom Brady is through the roof right now. But out of all these teams here, we're going to say, who's your pick for the Super Bowl?
Man, I don't know. You got some good teams left. You got Green Bay still in it. And don't forget, you got these two that made it to the bye week. I mean, I have not had the privilege to see the Raiders or the Eagles play yet. So, man, I can't decide. I mean, you've got some good teams still out there. I'm going to watch this when are the Cardinals and Falcons playing? Do you know?
They're supposed to be playing tomorrow. I'll be out of town, so I will not be. I don't know if the game is going to be streamed or not. I know one can play tomorrow, but due to work conflict, right now with both of them, they're not sure. I guess they're uncertain when they're able to meet right now. So until we know for a definitive answer on when they're able to meet, we're kind of at a standstill. We don't know what the work schedule is like for both of them.
Well, tell them to shoot Luke a message whenever they figure out when they're going to play. I want to check theirs out.
All right, definitely. And
But if I just had to pick a team right now, I'd probably say Raiders versus Green Bay.
all right. So what about you, Wayne? What do you think?
Oh no, this is going to be very hard for me to admit. I think this is going to be all the Browns. This is going to be Lee. Lee is going to dominate us all and take over the world.
You do know that he's out of the playoffs.
I'm already out, man.
We're not talking about real NFL. We're talking about fake NFL.
Yeah.
We're talking about esports NFL.
We're talking about this.
That's the next topic we're going to be moving.
Big Tech
Taking
brackets.
over the world is the next topic. Oh, my bad. We're talking football. Yeah, no, I'm actually real interested in it. I think you say the Packers are still in it, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, the Packers beat the Cowboys. That's a definite. I don't have any other screenshots. Had I known I was going to have computer difficulties, I would have taken a screenshot for everyone
I've
to
got
see.
it right here. We've got the Green
Yeah, if
Bay
you can message that to me.
Cowboys.
Yeah, message that screenshot, and I'll put it up right now.
Okay. Then we have the Buccaneers beat the Saints. Then we have the Cardinals and Falcons still yet to play. And the winner of that plays the Eagles, who are currently bye week. So, then on the AFC, you've got, what is it, the Texans and...
You know what I see that's going on here? I see the Eagles playing the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are the lowest seed. Because the Falcons, after talking to Jonathan, and a.k.a. Bigfoot Gaming, he doesn't think that he'll be able to beat the Cardinals. Which means the Cardinals will move and play the Green Bay Packers. Since they are the lowest seed.
Well, look, the first thing they got to know is not to worry about the Raiders, okay? Because I'm not very good. That's all I got to say. Easily, like it hands down, just whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, so but yeah, if you can send me that updated playoff bracket, we'll talk about that. All right, so who do you got for MVP in our current Big Tex Gaming League? Who would be the MVP? It could be a coach. It could be a specific team MVP.
you already know who I got. I'm MVP Odell Beckham Jr.
Now, you do realize that our leading passers are, of course, Kyler Murray and Tom Brady. Tom Brady, the last 6 weeks, have been dominating.
Do you have the stats? Can you pull out the stat cards?
I can't pull nothing up on my... That's what I was trying to pull up on the game.
This is the bottom one.
Okay.
Now, Henry has been out for the last 6 weeks. Yeah, I am up the creek without a paddle. I was trying to get the game loaded, too. Nothing worked today like I was hoping. So we are later than usual on this. But I was going to say... I would say the Raiders are my comeback player because the Raiders went from horrible to superhero. 11-game win streak. That's who my MVP is. And we got Odell Beckham for the Browns. Like I say, it can be a coach, it can be a player, it can be anyone that's made a difference.
Well, look, I know I don't think I have any MVP players because y'all took it with, what was it, like 50,000 pass yards in a season with Kyler Murray. But, it's perfectly fine because I will definitely take Coach of the Year. That would be fine with me. I would definitely, as long as I win at something, that's all that matters.
Yep. And
One thing. Woo!
all right, so let's move on to the next topic. Who are the most dangerous people in the playoffs? Wayne, you got an answer already?
Yeah, that would probably be that would definitely be Kyler Murray.
All right, Luke.
I'd probably say it's again, man, Green Bay. I got to say probably Rodgers. Got a cannon.
I know that Green Bay did beat me, and they beat me badly. I don't have the proof to show you that either, unfortunately. All that I was trying to bring up, and we got to work with what we got. I would say Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Really?
Don't let age deceive you. 500 passing yards per game. I mean,
Now,
he's
do the Bucks have any injuries or any of their wideouts injured?
I can't look that up, unfortunately. If you have it on your end and can look up any stats pertaining to the game, that would be great. Anything that might come to mind. Now, all of these teams here are very good. The Eagles, the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Bucks are known for their passing. Something that the Titans is not known for at all. We don't pass that much. But, all right. Moving on to the next thing. New rules being tested. Now, Luke and myself had a chance to test out these new rules. What are your thoughts? Do you think the new rules had a huge effect on gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for the new rules. I like them. It definitely makes it to where you better know a good handful of plays. You can't just spam the same play over and over. You got to cycle through at least, I'd say, you better have at least 10 to 15 plays that you can execute very well. And if you're not, then you may have a little bit of trouble. But overall, I think it's a good thing for the league.
Oh, yeah. And I know it has affected my play too, because you can't do these repeat plays. And the reason we launched it when we did, I think it affected on how well we were going to perform too. Which it affected, you had to choose new plays, was the biggest part of it. And the rule is you can run the play 4 times, but after that you can't run it any more than you can run it 4 times, but you can't run it more, or every 4 downs, and you cannot run it more than 20 times a game. In a 10-minute playoff or 10-minute quarters, it doesn't give you a whole lot of options for that.
Right.
All right. And last question. Should we be concerned about these AI teams? You see the scores in front of you. The Chargers lost to the... I actually came back, believe it or not. The Chargers beat the Titans 34-24. I've been on an 0-3 streak, and that bye that Madden gave us did not help me at all. And then we had the Browns losing to the Chiefs 34-31, while the Bucks 45-42. Still high-scoring games. The defenses of these AIs are dangerous. I remember talking to Josh of the Cowboys. He's like, they were a brutal team. Now, the Cowboys suffered a lot of injuries on their team. My offensive line was injured. We had no protection. So we were able to get over 100 yards rushing with our backup, but we were not able to do nothing else. Oh, yeah. And so, now, the last thing is with these AIs. What are your thoughts on the AI teams? Wayne? Luke? What do you think?
The AI teams that are still left in the playoffs, I mean, the Chiefs beat me. They're unbelievable. I mean, he made some insane throws to Tyreek Hill. I'm talking 65, 75-yard bombs. And I'm talking, I mean, throwing off of a back leg while on the run from Garrett. I mean, they don't count them out. You know, we might see some AIs go pretty far in this thing.
Wayne?
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, that's one of the things that does, does worry you a little bit about, guys that can throw like that. I mean, they especially with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, man, Mahomes' favorite target is Tyreek Hill. He likes throwing 90-yard bombs to him, and Tyreek Hill just gets past anybody you have. But yeah, no, I'm really scared of a couple of these quarterbacks. You know, I got the stats up now.
Yeah, you throw you play that man defense on Tyreek Hill. If he burns you, that's a wrap.
Yep.
Well, you can ask Corey. I actually kind of. I'm actually gonna kind of miss the guys that stream their like the plays over and over and over, because you can ask Corey how good Arden Key is. When I drop back with Arden Key and I pick him off, because he's streaming the same play, they don't even stream the same play; they go to the same receiver.
Right.
And when you do that, I mean, and take a look at this, and this is one of the things I was talking about. So these guys set records. And I'm talking Matt Ryan and Drew Brees.
Yep.
I guess Tom Brady too. Each of them. So Tom Brady had 52 touchdowns,
Dang.
18 interceptions.
Wow.
He threw for 6,556 yards.
Same receiver.
Well, we.
Hold on, let me bring that up next. His favorite. Well, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. I think I was talking. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So Mike Evans had 149 receptions for 1,751 yards.
Wow.
But he had only 10 touchdowns. Now, here's the thing that gets you're talking same receiver. No, that would be guilty as charged Falcons and Saints right there.
Oh. Wow. And the Saints are already out.
I am going to tell you why right here. So I will start with the lesser of the two. Julio Jones had 138 receptions. He had 2,926 yards and 27 touchdowns.
Julio.
Wow.
However, he was beaten out just by a little bit by Michael Thomas. He had 189 receptions for 3,340 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Wow.
Don't pull up the Browns. Don't pull up the Browns, because Odell probably has double that.
He straight up had Derek Carr's passing stats. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
I don't even think Derek Carr could throw 30 touchdowns, and he caught 30 touchdowns.
The receivers have been busy on the NFC side, while on the AFC side, before Luda and Wayne came on in, I was running with the Titans right and left for up till the last 10 weeks of the season. Henry was on the bench, not due to injury, due to personal conduct.
No, he started to slack a little bit. He only finished the season with 35 rushing touchdowns. Slacker, Derrick Henry. You're a slacker.
Now on the new season, he was already at 16 touchdowns. On my single player, up to 16 touchdowns before I traded him to the Chicago Bears. This is for an experiment. All right, so let's move on to the NFL. I think that's a good topic to talk about. All right, NFL playoffs are here and in full swing. And, right now we do have a tie with the Green Bay and LA, 3-3. We don't want to track the game because we just want the playoff standings. There we go. I'm going to bring it up here. Why don't they have it the way they used to have it? They have it broken down when you play. I want to actually see the brackets. There is no bracket view. So, anyways, are we surprised by the teams who's currently in the playoffs?
No.
Well, not really. I'm not surprised. You got some good teams in there. They had a really good season. I was really impressed with Green Bay's season. The Rams, I take that back. I was a little shocked that the Rams made it, and I didn't think they had that great of a year this year.
I think the Cleveland Browns surprised everybody making this far.
Did you see that Steelers game? What was going on?
Now, the Steelers, they had a rough go at it with COVID early on. They were like being picked on. Every team they played had a COVID issue.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, didn't the Steelers go undefeated for a while?
They did, and everyone's like, the NFL is coaching them or something to prolong stuff. That's what I've heard about it. That because they're prolonging everything just so they can keep their undefeated streak. I don't think that's the case though.
I don't know. I think they just ran out of momentum. I mean, I don't know what the heck happened to them. They had a really good start to the season, and midway season they went undefeated for a while, and then, you know, I thought they were going to go a little bit farther than they did, man.
And I think when the Browns and the Broncos played, especially when the Broncos played with a former receiver who was a quarterback at Wake Forest, who didn't even get drafted, but he was on their practice squad, end up playing, getting called up because they had no quarterbacks available. So when the NFL saw what they did, they realized that they did not need to move the weeks. You got plenty of people that you can go fish out there and try to find out who's the best, or not who's the best.
Didn't I believe the Browns played the Steelers the prior week from last week, so it was almost as if they scrimmaged them the week before. And a lot of players, I guess, on the Browns had some COVID issues, and but you know, Roethlisberger didn't even play that game, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I mean, why are they not playing some of their guys? I mean, they really need to be scrimmaging like this is going to be the next week.
Yep.
And sure enough, you know, they go out there when it really matters, and the Steelers look like amateurs out there. I don't know. They should have really played harder the week before, made it a real scrimmage. So
well, one thing they did not do, and that's what a lot of people didn't do. You can just ask the Cowboys. How good did they stop that Browns rushing game? Those Cowboys right there, that they had more running yards against the Cowboys, those Browns, than Derek Carr had passing yards for most of his games. Okay, 307 running yards against the Cowboys, and now the Steelers had a blueprint. The Browns have stunk this whole time with Baker Mayfield because they keep putting the ball in his hands. And I've been saying it. Once they get that running game going, they're going to run through everybody. Baker Mayfield doesn't have to pass 40 times a game anymore. All he's got to do is turn around and hand it off to those two bell cows, and what happens? 307 rushing yards against the Cowboys. That's what happens. And then the Steelers, I can't remember the exact number, but I think they allowed like 250 rushing yards against the Browns in a playoff game. That's ridiculous.
All right. Next question is, the teams, even though we didn't start the season off like we did a few years ago, picking our teams for Super Bowl, I have a question for y'all. That which team right now is geared for the Super Bowl run? Out of the teams that we currently have, obviously, because this is what we got. This is our cards. This is what's dealt with.
You're talking about in Big Tex League?
No, in the NFL.
Oh.
In the NFL right now, between the Rams and the Packers, the Ravens and the Bills, the Browns and the Chiefs, the Bucks and the Saints, which teams are ready for a Super Bowl that will make it to the Super Bowl?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs, the Chiefs probably make it again.
KC?
Yeah, and
who do you think they'll play against?
I'm not sure, man. That's a toss-up.
All right.
Big question mark there.
So we got the Chiefs playing against anybody in the NFC.
Yeah.
All right, Wayne.
I agree. I just don't see anybody being able to keep up with the Chiefs for 3 quarters, nonetheless for 4. I think the Chiefs are going back, but you know what's funny is that at this point, I mean, it's going to take a miracle to stop Aaron Rodgers and that offense. I'm telling you, that is one of the best passing attacks I've seen in a long time, and one of the most consistent, I should say.
Well, to give you an update, it's the end of the first quarter right now, and it's 3-3 on the Rams and Packers game. Now, we will not watch it live. I just want to actually get the stats. How do I turn that thing off? There. Like I said, I don't want any. So our current stats. Let me look at what we got here. Besides the field goals,
It looks like Rodgers is 5 for 8, and he's thrown for 62 yards so far.
Okay, perfect. So, what about the Rams? I think it's Jared Goff at quarterback
Let me see.
because they lost their other quarterback last week to an injury.
He is 4 out of 5 and 51 yards.
So they're about even right now. And
Yeah.
now the one thing benefiting the Rams is Jalen Ramsey, former Jaguar, is the Rams defensive back. He was a multi-million-dollar guy that he wanted out of Jacksonville, and he got where he wanted to go. And now the Rams defense, besides Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, I mean, they're both defenses, but they're in the snow at Lambeau Field, which proven to be difficult. I played my last week of the season was at Green Bay, and even though it was on Madden, it was a struggle. And so, yeah, that was very difficult to fathom. And both defenses are. But here's who I got. I got the Chiefs also going. So we all vote that the Chiefs are going to outwit everybody and go back to the Super Bowl. But here's who I think they're going to play. I think Tom Brady still has enough energy to bring back. It's going to be the Chiefs and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl for this matchup. It's not going to be the Ravens versus the Buccaneers like it was in 2003. No, that's Ravens and Raiders in 2003. But yeah, it's going to be Tampa Bay with his offensive firepower against Kansas City. I mean, that's probably two of the best teams right there.
Well, the Raiders are going to be there. You know, I mean, somebody's got to get the Gatorade and get the towels for the guys. You know? So, I mean, look, it might not be the best job that you got, but, you know, when you ain't got nothing else to do, you might as well get the Gatorade.
All right. Now, this is, even though I have picked Tom Brady to go to the Super Bowl, here's why they may not go. This season alone, Tom Brady is 0-2 versus Drew Brees and the Saints. This season, can he win the last game to advance to the divisional round?
Well, here's the thing about that.
I mean, not divisional, conference round.
It's actually going to be really interesting because you're talking about two different teams than when they met last time. Because if you could remember, is when they met during the regular season, you're talking about an offense in the Buccaneers that really weren't clicking yet. They had all the pieces, but they weren't clicking. And the thing is, now they are. But of course, the Saints are they're clicking all the time. And it's going to really come down to really not only one-on-one matchups, but it's going to come down to whether the Saints defense could put Tom Brady in the grass and on his butt, or whether the Buccaneers, here's the thing, this is going to be the matchup, is going to be whether the Buccaneers could get Drew Brees on his tail to stop that offense. So it's going to really come down to how the defensive fronts play.
And also, just to add on that, on the offensive side, who can stay healthy? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Godwin hurt for a little while there? Some of the wideouts on the Buccaneers? Didn't someone just come off an injury?
I know the Buccaneers signed a former Patriot offensive guard due to an injury on the Buccaneers side. They had an injured center, so what they signed a guy who knew Tom Brady off the Patriots practice squad, which you could do, and I actually did that to try to enhance my gaming on Madden. Didn't help too much because we still struggled offensively anyway, but so they do have an injury still on the Buccaneers. I don't know if any other offensive line is injured because I'm not looking at the injury report for each team. Let's see if it's going to be.
I'm looking right now. It looks like everyone's playing tomorrow. Godwin's playing. Evans is playing. Brown's playing. They're going to have all their weapons tomorrow.
All right. So the last, we got to. Actually, we kind of did one question already. But can Patrick Mahomes win another Super Bowl?
Absolutely. I mean, did you see the commas and the zeros in his paycheck? that answers that question for you right there.
All right. Speaking of Super Bowl, well, I guess we kind of named our Super Bowl picks, but just to reiterate, my Super Bowl picks are going to be KC and Tampa Bay. It's a long shot with the NFC because the Saints are good, the Rams are even good, and the Packers are good, and the Saints, Rams, and Packers are all good along with the Buccaneers. But I'm picking the Saints. Picking the Saints to lose. The Buccaneers will be going to face Kansas City in the Super Bowl. What about you, Luke? Who are your picks again?
Right now, I've got Chiefs with a big old question mark, but after today's games, I'll be able to let you guys know.
All right, now you know the new season, we're going to be making sure that we're going to do these picks beforehand like we did a few years ago.
Oh, okay. You know, we need to do a Big Tex Fantasy League, man.
We do.
Pick their picks each week.
We definitely do. We got to get enough people involved, and we started it and it didn't pan out this season, but hopefully it will. Who's going to be the new coach for the Broncos? I like that question. We'll answer it here soon.
Well, let me just give you. I'll say Chiefs and Saints.
All right, Packers just scored a few seconds ago.
They did.
10-3 right now.
Then I take that back. Chiefs and Packers.
All I had to tell you was, I told you so.
And you can see the stats in front of you on the screen if you're looking.
I think what was really interesting this year going into everything, and I'm going to give you, of course, my 2 cents, but I think the interesting thing this year was the MVP talk. And obviously, you look at like just stats and stuff, and it would appear that Patrick Mahomes would be the MVP because of the, he had another absolutely disgusting, video game type season. And then you look at Russell Wilson, and he's kind of the same. But when you actually really look at degree of difficulty, think about this. My MVP is none other than Aaron Rodgers. Dude, nobody knew who Robert Tonyan was.
I don't even know who he is.
Nobody had a clue. And what does he look like? He goes out every single week, and he makes Robert Tonyan look like a young version of Antonio Gates, okay? He gets so many catches. The guy is just tearing it up. And Rodgers is just absolutely just shredding defenses with, in my opinion, less than Patrick Mahomes. Because, obviously Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a Tyreek Hill. He doesn't have, I would say he doesn't have a Jason Kelce, but that's what he's making, or Travis Kelce, but that's what he's making Tonyan look like.
In the first quarter alone, Tonyan has 2 receptions already, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you that.
You know who Aaron Rodgers reminds me of? Brett Favre back in his great days.
There you go.
And guess who's on the bench for how many years before he actually gets to start? Jordan Love will be on the bench for another 2 years before he even gets to start. Same way Aaron Rodgers was. It took 4 years before Aaron Rodgers got to start when Brett Favre was still in his prime.
Oh, come on, Corey! Stop talking about that. These young bucks don't remember that stuff. They're all too young. Nobody remembers what happened. So, to give somebody a little bit of perspective, okay, from a Raiders fan, like I don't know why still after all these years, but I am. So here's the thing. So I remember very clearly. I remember thinking in my head during that draft. I remember, was it 2004 or whatever it was? And so there it is, right? And I'm thinking, here we go, number 1 overall pick, Aaron Rodgers. Here we go. They got to do it. This guy's going to be a stud. What happens? Obviously, we all know what happens. They pick whoever else they pick. Aaron Rodgers goes falling down the draft, and here I am as a Raiders fan. We're sitting there at like number, what was it, Corey? Like 20? I think it was 23. And so the Packers, of course, had 24, and I'm sitting there going like this, and I'm praying, and I'm like, oh, come on, Raiders, this is a surefire pick. Aaron Rodgers right here. And they pick cornerback Fabian Washington. And I'm sitting there going, no. And then, of course, the very next pick, it's Aaron Rodgers. And then everybody knows the trouble that we had over the years during that whole time over the next all the way up until obviously Derek Carr, who kind of fixed some of it, but obviously, dude, Aaron Rodgers was sitting there, and there we are. I have to watch them bring out quarterback. I have to watch them bring out Andrew Walter, Aaron Brooks. I get to watch them bring out none other than Jason Campbell,
Jamarcus
Terry
Russell.
Cohen, and then, of course, naturally, who can forget our favorite quarterback? If you like couch potatoes, here comes Jamarcus Russell. Yeah.
Now, the Browns had a similar thing happen to them, too, before they actually got a quarterback who found out how to win games.
Oh,
So the
man.
Browns and Raiders went down to the same path. Thankfully, the Titans, we only went to a few quarterbacks. We haven't been around that long in history.
Man, Wayne, I think you brought up, didn't you bring up the Seahawks not too long ago? I mean, with Russell Wilson, man, what happened to them this year? I mean, he's got some weapons. His wideout, they've got a good team. I don't know what the heck happened to him, man.
Yeah. Those of you that are just coming in, sorry. Make sure you get your questions because we're going to take questions from you guys after the next segment. So if you got questions for Wayne or Lute or myself, it can be to all of us or to each person individually. Write your questions. Save them for the next topic. Not after this, we got one more topic we're going to discuss. Then move right into questions. And so we're going a little longer than we planned to this stream because we're just getting everything out there. But we want to hear from you guys. Get your questions. We want to answer them. No matter if it's fantasy, if it's whatever's on your mind, football related for this season, let us take those questions. All right, sorry for the interruption, but go with what you're looking up. What do you got, Wayne?
It's all good. I just thought that Seattle was going to go a little further than they did.
Well, think about this, okay? When you think about that in previous seasons, I mean they've always been able to distribute the ball better to a lot of different people. When you look at like their tight ends, for example, that was the thing that got me was that they had two tight ends who kind of shared the load. When you look at Jacob Hollister, he had 25 catches for 209 yards and 3 touchdowns. You think about that, that's only like 9 yards a catch, okay? And now you look at the other one who obviously broke out last year, and everybody knows on that Seahawks team is Will Dissly. He had 24 catches for 251 yards and 2 touchdowns. So basically, even if you combine them, you've got a guy who got 49 catches for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns. And these days, when you're talking about tight ends, and especially ones of Will Dissly's count, what do you call it? How do you want to say his talent, if you will, and those other guys on there, I mean, it's just not going to get it done when you talk about, utilizing your weapons like that. And right now, of course, I'm looking up their receivers too, because if I remember correctly, one of the only ones that really burned people were none other than DK Metcalf.
Right.
And so DK Metcalf did. So he had 83 receptions for 1,303 yards and 10 touchdowns. Now we're going to go. I'm trying to find their next best receiver. This might take me a minute.
That's all right.
And, but you're talking about David Moore, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to look.
Yeah, they also had Chris Carson. He was a decent back. I mean, all around, I just felt like they had a decent team, man. But you're right, Moore, Metcalf, Dissly. I don't know. It's no excuse what happened to them this season. They had a decent team.
All right. We're going to move into the next topic here. Talking about league rules and when the season's going to be starting. You can see on the screen that I've informed everyone the last few weeks of when the league will be starting. And we're going to finish out our current league. And again, each season, the winners of the Super Bowl will get a Super Bowl trophy from Big Tex Gaming, and also they'll get monetary value, whether it be an Amazon gift card or whatever it is. This season, because we're just new starting out, I always give away $50 gift cards to Amazon. So whoever the winner of the Super Bowl is, not only they're getting a trophy with their name on it and the team they represent and the league that they're for, But this is our first official season. This is our recruiting season. And so through the Big Tech Gaming PC Football League, I am recruiting more and more people to come join us. We are on PC, and this is kind of going over a little bit of the rules and regulations on what we got going on here, because I found out if you don't have rules, you're going to be running around with like chickens with their heads cut off. And I've done enough of that lately and trying to get everyone on the same page. But these are some of the rules that we have that are in-game rules. League rules, I should say. We have league rules, then we have in-game rules as well. No deals, no bets about Henry. That's down the road. We're not even touching Henry. I know y'all might, we're not going to touch Henry right now. So here are the rules that we have. What we do is once a week. Once per week, you're allowed to sign one free agent. You are not allowed to trade that free agent that you signed until the following year. So you're probably like, how's that going to be monitored? We all know everything. I'm going to make they don't know this yet, but I'm probably going to make Wayne and Lute my other commissioners to make sure, because when someone's working, we need more than one commissioner to keep up with the growing league that we got going on here. And so this will help. Yes. You call timeout? All right. So I'm going over. We're going to be on All-Pro. We have found out that we are struggling on All-Pro. If we struggle on All-Pro, how are we going to make it on All Madden?
Yeah, Corey struggles on All-Pro. You got to stay there.
Let's just say if I go undefeated and everyone else goes undefeated on All-Pro, then it's time for All Madden.
You guys have no idea. See, this is what I told you about the other day, Lee. I was telling you all about watching that Titan game the other night. It was just every single one of Corey's passes, man. He would look at it and he would go, "Oh, let's see, there's the Charger. I'll throw it to him." Corey just, I mean, 4 picks, Corey.
4 picks. That was horrible.
Corey.
I lost all momentum ever since Madden was shut down, which even today, I still can't get on for Madden for some reason. They just they don't like me now because I guess I complained about what happened.
For the Chargers then, huh?
Yeah, those 4 picks were brutal. I've never seen so much zone defense. If we had replay, we would definitely replay some of those highlights. And so
that was bad, man. It was bad. You're my friend, man. It was hard to watch you get caught like that.
All right. So moving on to the next one. Whenever we sim the game, it's going to be 7. Definitely, yeah. League is open to anybody. Just make sure you give us your message Big Tex Gaming your origin ID. Now we're going to go into more of the rules because I know it's very vital, which is why we are going longer today. But these rules are very important for us to coexist together. Now, there's a lot of rules. No one likes rules for sure. Yeah, Nathan, you can join the league. We're looking for more players. All right, let me move on with the rules here. If a player gets injured, you can sign that same position. Which I generally do that anyway. And that will not count against your free agent. So if you have an injury, yes, you can sign someone and that will not count against you. Again, that's probably one of the trickier ones that's to be monitored. And I'm going to say this right now. We'll be the committee for rules if we feel that it needs to be adjusted or changed. Don't you think that's a fair shot? Us 3 being the committee here? We'll make it fair for everybody. And, because Wayne and Luke can bring up the Madden game, I cannot for some reason.
Yeah, all I'm going to do is just say, "Hey, Lee, what do I do? I'm so lost."
Uh-oh, Green Bay getting ready to score again. All right. So, also, you have 1 week to complete your games by the sim date. If the week is every Sunday at 7 p.m. So you have 1 week. And I always send a message to everybody. Talk to your people you play. Communication is key. And we don't want to prolong the weeks. This is killing us, prolonging these last few weeks because of we should have been done last week. And so, the next one you have 1 week to complete your game, then we'll send it. But I'll send a kind message too. All right, here's a big one here. If you rage quit one time and we find out about it, you will be gone. We got to be strict about it. We know about all internet disconnectivity. We know about other stuff. If we find out that someone has rage quit, we don't want to tolerate rage quitting. Take the punishment like a man or a woman if you're playing, and it's going to happen. You might lose a game, you might win a game. And if you get disconnected, let me know right away. Let my team know. Let Loot, let myself talk to us. But if we see it being too consistent, and we see the starts that you have too, and I'm actually allowing you to only have 4 starts. If you get more than 4 starts per game, you're going to be talked to immediately because we're going to address it. And the first time, of course, probably give a warning. We got to write some more rules about those because we want it to be a fair play for everybody. And again, we know about internet breaking down. If it's consistent enough, you got to communicate with us, or you will be kicked from the league.
Tech. So let me get this straight. If you're down by 5 touchdowns and it's the 4th quarter and you get disconnected, does that mean that they must replay their game, or is that a loss?
Well, as a commissioner, you can force a win if you find out. If they're a streamer, we want these games to be streamed because we want to be able to see what you're doing. It helps us monitor and check each other out. But yeah, if you are down by 5 touchdowns and you hit that pause menu, and if you concede, that's one thing. Conceding's better than quitting. There's a difference between the two. Conceding, you give up, you wave your white flag. We don't want to see the last 20 seconds. You go into the pause menu and think about hitting that quit button or concede button. It gives you an option to quit or to concede, which is better. So yeah, we will have a conversation with you. If it's not with me, it'll be with Loot or Wayne. We're going to be on it because this is our biggest one. And it's very key. If you are playing another user, we want to stream your game. We want to highlight your game too. And so this goes into number 6 on this one. If your game kicks you out, and you join back in, that counts as a restart, but the game does it, not you. We know Madden has its flaws. Again, if it's consistent, we will be looking. The thing that's going to get us, if you have like 12 starts or 15 starts and you get a victory by 20 touchdowns against a former team, against the team you played, that's very suspicious. And so, aren't you in agree that we are going to do our best to monitor that?
Yeah, we'll monitor.
Yeah, make sure it all goes right. And then once the season is all complete, we'll all schedule a time where we can all meet together and go find out what works for everyone. This year, believe it or not, with the new updates in Madden, the commissioner can, like us 3 being commissioners, we can put it on auto for you so you don't have to worry if you're not going to be there. Now, I myself, I don't want computer picking for me. I want to know who I'm getting and get who I want. Which is why I love the preseason, the postseason, because I wanted to make sure I get my guys. Now, again, running up the score is allowed. You can get beat 70-7. I've been there, done that. And it hurt. I gotta get some more controllers now that I think about it. My controllers were broken.
It was funny though.
Yeah, it was. And so, but again, by putting up a score, you're also willing to put your players in injury positions too. So think about this. Keep your good players out there running up the score could potentially hurt your players in general. You can pick your team that you play with. Yes. Great question. Yeah, if you got questions with this here topic, yeah, you can pick your own team. It's going to, oh, I'm bringing up the other rules here. I actually put them on my Instagram page. If you had a chance to look at Instagram, you're like, isn't it the same thing? No, it's actually a little bit different. Because these are like...
Big Tex, you might want to pull up your simulation rules as well.
I can't pull that up, remember?
Oh. Is the league going to... if a player is injured in real life, are they injured in the game?
Oh, I took that off.
So this is not, it's not on that simulation version.
That simulation is off because I don't want pre-existing injuries because Jadeveon Clowney, he was out 36 weeks. I'd miss him for 36 weeks. So
okay.
For that injury perspective, yeah. I'm talking about when you're playing your game itself and a player gets injured.
Gotcha. Okay.
But before I finish up with these rules here, I'm going to jump back into the qualifications. Here are the qualifications that I posted on my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram at BigTexGaming38 for more information too. Now, the Super Bowl winners will receive a trophy and Amazon gift cards or money via PayPal. Now, you're probably like, what if the computer wins? Then I guess we don't have a winner. Now, we'll have a trophy with their name on it, but it won't be our trophy. I'll have the plaque trophy here with each year a different team and stuff. The bigger trophy that has all the names will be with me, but the individuals will get their own trophy as well. So here's the qualifications to play in this league. You must have a decent internet connection. That is very key. And I have found out playing against several people the last few weeks that they have not had solid connection, and I couldn't even get one play in and it was done. The second is your controller must work. If you find a way to get that controller working against users, against computers, make sure your controller's working. Both my controllers, I'm going to have to ship them off to Amazon or something because I need a new controller. I'm going to have to go and get me another one. And franchise mode, we are playing on All Pro. We were debating on All Madden versus All Pro. We're realizing that we can't beat computer on All Pro. How are we going to beat them in All Madden? I lose every single game. And the big thing is you must be able to play against other players. That is so key. I know many will come in here and just want to just play against computer. No, you don't. If you're going to be simming your game throughout, then we do not want or having on auto the entire time and hoping your team gets in the playoffs. No, we don't want to do that. It's a big hassle. And this is a PC-only league. So those are the newest rules. Of course, it's sponsored by Letris.com and BigTexGamingFootball.com to enter. And when is that site ready to go, Lee? I know I sent you a lot of updates. We got people interested to join as well. Will the site be ready?
Yes, it should be ready by about a week and a half. The join now will be updated this weekend. Should be ready by Monday if someone wants to join on the website.
Yeah, that would be great because we're going to be having that on the Big Tex Posse page and also the Big Tex Gaming Supporter page as well. So they can join, enter the team that you like. Now, the biggest question that I probably have had more than anything else, I've realized that there are a lot of teams that will only love their one team. The biggest one has been the Cowboys, and it has also been the Saints, and there are probably more out there. Oh, the Bucks. And, of course, if they're in the playoffs right now, of course you're going to want to go for those teams because look how well they're playing. So when it comes to multiple players wanting to play with the team, it's going to be a first-come, first-serve. Give me your origin. Again, make sure you have a solid connection. If you want to make sure that you have a solid connection, play me, play Loot, play Wayne, play Glenn, we will all make sure test your connection out to see if you can play. If you can play us in a exhibition match, fine. You can definitely play us in our league. And we got some. I call them heavy hitters. You better bring your Madden A game, because this season you saw what happened. Passing yards, unbelievable. And that's I had to come up with those qualifications just for the game itself, not for the actual league. This is just for the game, just to be able to play one another. Now we move on to the final thing. And if Wayne or you want to look up the rules that we you can't look them up because I didn't invite you to it yet. Well, you know what rules they are. You can probably bring them up. I don't know if you can. You know what I did? If you go into our current season, the playoffs, you can see the rules, what was changed, which are not too much, but it does help the play. And here's a fun one I like. Running up the scores allowed. I already covered that. If you place a player on practice squad, or other teams can snatch those players and does not count against your free agent signing. I love that rule. I use it a lot. And again, message me your Origin account so we can play. And so, all right. Did y'all have any questions about those rules? Did I cover them all? Ooh, pardon me.
Yeah, I think you went over just about everything. And then if anyone has any further questions, they can always shoot us a message, and we can help them out, or we'll bring it up to Big Tex.
We got G-Force in the chat right now. He's like, I can't wait to kill the birds, a.k.a. the Falcons. Oh, perfect. Jared, perfect. He was just asking, who's broadcasting my game tomorrow? That'll be Loot Secured Gaming. So I'm going to send him your information, Jared. He will broadcast it because I'm going to be on the road. So hopefully by the time I get to my destination, I do have a Discord at Big Tex Gaming, which I don't have my Discord up yet and running, but I do have a Discord. So let me open it up. I will send you my Discord information. Just bear with me 1 second while I open it up.
Is Nathan still in chat?
Nathan is in chat, yeah.
Nathan, you still there, buddy?
Hold on. All right, and Jared said, tell Lou to text me so I can talk with him. So
I'll shoot him. I'll shoot him a message after this. I want to know what happened to Crosby on that. It looked like he was pissed on the sideline. Where's Nathan at, man? You're giving us these updates on this game.
Yeah. Are you watching the chat too?
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, he's here. What happened with Crosby on that kick?
All right, so before we move into our next one here, all right. So the next one here, okay, did that. Oh, you know what? Oh, he missed a snap.
So they messed up the snap. Okay, man, he looked pissed, dude. He jumped on that ball. I was like, wow. But it looks like Rodgers is putting them points up, man.
He is if he's well. There's no fantasy really for this one right now. So yeah, G-Force. We were just going over a lot of the league rules of what's going on because it's very vital. And once Lou will Lou will also connect with me and also Wayne, and we'll get it broadcasted because I want to see y'all's game when you get a chance. Now I'm not working Monday and Tuesday, but that doesn't mean I won't be able to have it on at some point. So, diehard Packer fan. You know what? I actually went to Lambeau Field while we're on this little topic here. When I worked at a camp in Michigan, on my way down, I actually stopped by Lambeau Field. Great field. We got a couple of Packers fans in here. We got a Cardinal fan, G-Force, who is ready to kill the Packers. And it looks like it could be an Eagles, back on that topic again, it could be an Eagles-Falcon matchup for the divisional. No, I take that back. Could be a Buccaneers Cardinals matchup in our league currently. All right, so we went over the qualifications and we went over the impact of rules because I think it impacted our games in the playoffs. If we had an opportunity to play our plays over and over, will the plays be different or will the outcome be different? Do you think it would have been different, Loot? Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of noticed that when you were playing your game, Corey. That
Yeah.
was one of the things that I noticed that was different than the other games was the fact that you would actually see the plays that you had run the last few plays locked out, so you couldn't use them, and so it forced you to try different plays and do things like that. And I thought I definitely think it changed the outcome because you couldn't just run a hurry up and then try to run the same play. When you'd run the hurry up, you couldn't run that play again. So I think it made it a lot more, a lot more competitively based. It made you actually know what you were talking about, and that kind of thing. So, or at least, made you really play the game and use everybody. It just made it, a lot more difficult, and it definitely changed the outcome of the game as opposed to being able just to run up the score with the same easy play. You can't do that anymore. So,
it also it really made you feel a little bit more like a coach too. You really had to dive into that playbook and pull out some plays that otherwise you would be, let me just go with the same play. No, you got to pull out some plays and actually play like a coach. And that part I did like, especially you'll notice that on the defense. Because everybody has their favorite plays they like to run on defense.
Yep.
But when that play is not available, you got to go for a backup play. And if you're not paying attention, it could cost you, man. You could really let them put up some yards if you don't know other plays.
That is the truth. As y'all saw some of my games and stuff, how it was. And now Jared's like, oh, I play the Eagles. No, it's based on who the reason that you don't see anything advance. If you are the lower seed and you win, say because you are you're number 2 right now, the Cardinals, and you're playing the number 6 Falcons, you automatically move to the other home field. But because the Bucs won and they're the higher seed, they are higher than Green Bay. They play the Eagles. So it doesn't go based on where you're at right now. It goes based on your high and low seed. I know you're the number 2, so you will get, if you win, you get the home field. But if you lose and the Falcons win, the Falcons will play the Eagles, and then the Bucs will play the Packers. So it's based on the seeds, not where you're positioned. They just had to put a bracket out because they want to see what happens. Now, if they prove me wrong, I could be wrong altogether. And don't forget, on next Saturday, I won't be sending all the invites out there. If you want to know if your PC is capable of handling league play against myself, play against Luke, play against Wayne, we will be able to tell you, even Glenn, we'll be able to tell you if your PC is capable of running the games at the speed it's needed to. And because we could tell... We don't run into any disconnection on our streams unless there's a streaming issue. And again, this new league here is sponsored by Letris.com. You can go check out. Well, I'm out of the playoffs, unfortunately. Now, if you want to play us an exhibition, we welcome that. I'm still trying to get Lute and Wayne to play an exhibition match. They have yet to play.
Bring it, Raiders. Bring it.
Hey, y'all want to bring it right after the stream? We'll do that. I'll broadcast it.
Hey, look, I'm not going to play with the Raiders, okay? Because that's just unfair to you. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do exactly what I did to Corey. Corey just asked me, Corey, how are them Jets, Corey?
Here's a proposition for you. Do you got time after the stream to play against each other?
I don't know, man. There's a score alert. It looks like the Rams are on board. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 16-10. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah.
it looks
so-
like this is going to be a game right here.
All right, so it looks like I know we would have started earlier due to technical difficulties. All right, so
I'll tell you what, though, we can do a scrimmage later this evening if you guys are free.
Yeah, I was gonna say this evening will be good. I got to get running after this, but
All right, so I just wanted to check. It was a random question, but we have one last thing here. This is questions from the chat. All right, so we're going to give. We have some time, another 15 minutes. We'll take questions from the chat. One question I saw, if I can bring it back up, it was about the Broncos. Let's see. If you got a
Jared,
question,
I'll get a game with you in later tonight also if you're around.
for sure.
all right. Let's see. I saw a question about the Broncos. And I don't see it anymore. Do y'all see it on the stream? I can't go back as far on my phone.
Nope.
I know. Oh, that's right. It's live. It's not going to allow you. So right now we're going to take questions from you guys. All right, here we go. Oh, is there a draft to start? No. No, you play with the original roster. And I really wish I can load my game. Unfortunately, I can't. And that's the disappointing thing. I'm kind of out the creek without a paddle.
You know, that's a great question, Nathan. So, when this season passes, not the current season, because this is going to be a whole new league, but in the new league, once we have our Super Bowl and whatnot, is there going to be a draft pick for your rookies and whatnot?
Yeah, for that. If you're talking about that question, yes. After the first season is in the books, there will be a draft, but not it's not fantasy football where you pick your team and you just draft whoever you pick up whoever you want.
Right, exactly, right. So, but, you know, if you're making and dealing and wheeling trades and whatnot, you can possibly trade away a draft pick. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can trade away your draft picks for someone good. I'd be very conscientious of your draft picks because they could make you or break you, and you don't want to you don't want to give all your picks away for players that you think are the best team out there.
You know, that's a great question, Big Tech. So let's say somebody picks, let's just say the Texans, just throwing a team out there.
Yeah.
And so what if they trade all of their first-round draft picks for the next 8 years? And then they decide they want to get out of the league. So there needs to be possibly some rules on that. You can't just jump teams because you screwed up a team for the next eight seasons.
Unfortunately, we can only go a couple seasons in the draft. They can't let us go 8 seasons.
I want to say, Cord, wasn't that in the commissioner thing too, where you can actually go back and go back and trade things yourself, like
Yeah,
for stuff.
Yeah, as a commissioner, you can undo transactions.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That is I watched a video. I don't know if I watched video or read a lot of video. I had did a lot of research and looked up all the new features that are on Madden. They gave commissioners control. So I have a question, not a question, but those that are wanting to come and join our new league next Saturday, you got a choice. You can be a head coach or you can be a commissioner. I'm not going to tell you who you can be or what you can be, but if you are a head coach, the firing is on and it will stay on. So if their owner feels like you're doing a bad job, they will fire you. As a commissioner or as the owner of the team, that will not happen to you. So when it comes to that.
So if you get fired from your own team.
You can be fired from your own team that you pick if you are a coach.
Are they out of the league?
No, not out of the league. You just got to pick a new team.
Okay.
And that's building yourself back up. All right. All right. Question is, what if I want to be a commissioner? That unfortunately, we're keeping it the top 3 right here. Wayne, myself, and Loot. We don't want too many hats in the hat. What's the other thing? Where you wear too many hats or too many top dogs, because then they're all going to be fighting over position and stuff.
Too many
or changing rules.
But we can, Nathan, put together a committee board where you guys can vote on things as well. And
Yes.
as the league grows, there probably will be a need for more commissioners and whatnot. I mean, we don't know how big this thing is going to grow, and if it does, we'll definitely need people like you, Nathan, to step up and sit on the committee and be part of the decision making.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
better watch out, man. If you allow them to get in the committee, dude, they're gonna start voting out commissioners, dog. They're gonna start like, okay, well, well, you know what, guys, the Raiders are beating all of us. The Titans are beating all of us. I think we got to vote them out, guys. Let's do it.
I know. Great question by Jared. I say you vote for commissioner. I want to be one. I know that's a question I get from everyone. Everyone wants to be a commissioner. And right now, we want to have more commissioners, believe me. Because we're still small, let's just say if we have 32 teams here, we're going to need as many commissioner help as possible. But believe me, I can see the entire chat saying, I want to be commissioner. I want to be commissioner. No, I want to be commissioner. We all want to be commissioner.
No, you don't. That's like everybody. They always want to be in charge until they realize the stuff they got to do when they're in charge.
The reason
Then all of a sudden it's like, hey Lee, will you go deal with this guy? He rage quit. What, you think that's what we want to do? You think we want to deal with people that rage quit?
No,
No.
just because they're commissioners and stuff, we talk on a regular basis. That's one reason that even though you want to vote, most of them, believe it or not, have already voted for Lute being one commissioner that I've talked to. But I will also, if you would like, here's a question that's a very good one. Should we besides myself, I'm an automatic commissioner because it's my league and I make sure everyone abides by the rules along with my fellow commissioners. But we can have a vote. I can put names in for a poll and see how many votes we can get.
Oh no.
But I can almost tell you who's going to win those.
Lee, this is going to be third grade all over again, dude. They're going to pick me last again.
No, I can almost pretty much guess. We can vote, but like I said, if you want to put yourself in the hat, we can do that. Now, just because your name's in the hat, that doesn't mean you get a vote. Just like the Hall of Fame. It could be years before you get another vote. You might get one vote, and Wayne and Lute get many more votes. So, all right, we got 2 votes. Nathan and Jared both say vote. Are y'all in favor of voting? Put me.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, as long as you're gonna do your job, don't
That's a
get put in
big
the
thing.
seat. Don't get put in the seat and then slack off. You wanted to be there. You wanted to be a commissioner. Oh, you get ready to do the work for a commissioner.
Now, one thing about the commissioner is you got to be meeting with me on a regular basis. We will. Let me, before I forget, let me write these down here before. I know you're always active, but are you always talking to me? You got to talk to me through my phone or through TeamSpeak, Discord, or Zoom.
Don't look at your supplies.
Oh, is this a fly?
So you got to talk to me through one of those if when we're meeting, because we're going to be having meetings, making sure everyone is following the rules like they're supposed to. I will put it up for a vote. Oh yeah. So let me get names down. All right. Anyone else? Since I'm taking names. Anyone else wants to put your hat out there? Again, because I do work a full-time job. This is not my full-time job here. This is one day we will be there, and hopefully Facebook Gaming sees that the interaction that we have here. That this is a great community. I stream mostly simulation games, with Madden included. But we will put a vote on the Big Tex Posse page. If you don't know where that is or how to find it, go to find groups and type in Big Tex Posse. I think I didn't drink too much, but I believe here we can have a vote. Like I said, it's my league. I'm the automatic commissioner. Oh yeah, so we all work. I mean, I'm not saying no one works. Everybody has a. All right, here I'm gonna create the poll right now.
Hold on, give me a minute.
We're gonna have loot secured gaming as one option.
Well, Corey, hey, Big Tex,
Yeah.
you should probably let's wait until after the stream to further discuss before you post it, and then you probably need to list all of the duties because that may sway someone from not wanting to.
That's a good idea. We're gonna have a talk about it more. So the poll will be on the Big Tex Posse page.
You also have to allow before you do a vote. We need to see how many total users, and contact everyone. Let them know that there is a poll coming if there's going to be a poll coming.
All right, so I like that. That's why when we're together, since we're not running a dictatorship, we want it to be a fun stream, we want to have fun out there gaming, and these guys play Madden all the time. Lee, what's your percentage right now in the head-to-head battles? What percentage?
Top 1%, ranked 420 in the world on PC.
All right, so Loot is ranked 420 in the world on PC right now. I wish I can bring that up, but I can't. In head-to-head competition, he plays all the time. And Wayne, he plays all the time too. But he has a single-player season. Do you play any head-to-head much other than against myself every now and then?
All I do is just what's in our league. Right now, I haven't done online yet, but I'm definitely thinking about it now because I got to keep up with Lee. I mean, here's Lee. He's all ranked and everything now, and so now he can throw that in my face every time he beats me. Not only does he beat me, but then he's ranked. I mean, then he makes me cry. I mean, I got to try something.
All right, now Jared, which is GeForce Gaming, he's ranked number 600 in the world.
Nice.
And I'm ranked 1,009. I don't play head-to-head that often. I'm like 1,900, give or take. Maybe more than that. I'm like 11 and 10 or something like that. Madden's messed up. They gave me some wins and losses that I don't remember ever having.
Man, I hope they start doing some cross compatibility. I'd like to play some of these Xbox guys too.
I doubt that. Oh, that's a great question to even have. Cross compatibility. I doubt that's even going to happen anytime soon because there's. Oh, your Liama's. All right. Perfect. Let me write that information down. And if you want to ever be on the Sports Talk with me, we'll change it up. We would love to have a full page. I don't know if we don't want to overload this with all people talking and stuff. Maybe with 5 to 10 people. Maybe 10's a little too much.
You want a Chewy bar or you want the rest of this?
All right, so we got Llama's gaming page. I'm sorry, can't. So we got Llama's gaming page. If you are interested in becoming and joining us on the Big Tex, not Big Tex, on the Sports Talk stream, we welcome that idea. I know I got a few to bring on that I haven't brought on in a while. We bring on Brace War Gaming, known as he's a Patriots guy. He's going to be joining us too, so I'll probably get in contact with him. He's been on vacation, and I told him when the Sports Talk resumes, we'd get him on the air. And we'd like to keep our regulars, but our regulars may be tied up too. And so,
just in case y'all don't know, obviously Corey and Lee, they're the commissioners because they know a lot. Me, I'm just probably going to be a commissioner because I've probably known Corey since probably the Earth was created. So he just figures that since I've been around for so long, that I might have a little bit of knowledge, maybe, But yeah, we've all. Hey Corey,
Yeah.
do you remember what year Madden that we first played when we first met each other, Corey?
Well, we first met each other in 2003, so my guess is that was probably Madden. It wasn't even 21 back then. It was like 97, I think.
Yep. So anyway, but yeah, for fun, we used to pull out for Madden. We used to pull out the what was it, Madden 64 for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, man.
I was gonna say, so back then it was literally like pixelated guys running around. You couldn't even see their helmets hardly at all, and they're just moving around like this. And so now here we are now, and obviously, we've been playing Madden for a long time. So, we all three of us, I know Lee included, we all know pretty much a lot, pretty much every trick of the trade when it comes to Madden. Obviously, me, I'm what you would call a trading expert. I can get you the most for the least.
That is true.
I also know how to take advantage of the game, so you can get a whole bunch of really good players, for guys that you didn't want anyway. So I mean, there's a lot to it. Obviously, I also know how to a lot of plays.
Hey, Scotty, welcome to the chat.
So there you go. So that's what makes us commissioners, and I'm an expert. So
my expertise come in the college dorms. I was actually one who got Madden tournament started at Liberty University, and actually participated in their tournament. I was doing so well. My defense killed it. I have had the number one defense on all Madden leagues for a long time, even against users. But I will say, I am weak against the pass. I mean, passing has always been a weak thing for me, even on offense. But because we had Madden tournaments on our dorm, people would come in and join us. I've played against the best. I've gotten my butt kicked against more users than anybody else out there. I couldn't tell you what my record is.
So one of the things that I can tell you honestly about Corey, if you want to know how to throw an interception, go ask Corey. Corey got Steve McNair and Jake Locker. He got them fired more times at the end of the season than I've ever seen.
Yeah, Nathan, you can send us a direct message. Now, Loot Secured Gaming, you can go to his page, send him a direct message. I'm Big Tex Gaming. Wayne does not have a gaming page. He's not a streamer. This is his official start to streaming, being co-anchors, I guess. What do you call it?
You see this kind of stuff?
Yeah, and Luke just got started within the last couple months himself, and I have my expertise is training people how to stream. If you've ever wanted to learn some tricks of the trade, become a supporter of my channel, and I will teach you guys all the tricks you need to know about streaming, layouts, whatever it is. I have been there, done that. My background is IT stuff, so information technology is what I do. There's Luke. All right, so Luke posted his page in the link. Feel free to follow that. I'm the only one that gives permission when it comes to links in the chat. So Nathan, don't put your link in the chat.
Whoops, my bad.
No, it's all right. It's all. Well, all they had to do is click on your name, because you're responding with Loot Secured Gaming. If you just click on your name, they can just click on your. Just say hi, and they click on your name. They'll go to your page directly. Did you know about that trick? That's why I always recommend going to other streamers' pages with your name. But yeah, the reason I don't allow other links in chat is because it becomes overwhelming, and it's too much of a hassle. But and like I said, we all have our expertise, which is why we've known each other for so long, and so so we want to make this a good league, a fun league. It is a family-friendly league, and actually, one thing that you have not seen, this is our website here. Well, it's called BigTexGamingFootball.com. You bring it up, it shows league rules here. You can kind of see it. Stat cards. Now, player teams. This is your teams. You can join the league. We're going to have that up real soon. And then our video gallery will be screenshots. And then contact us it'll be done this week. You can see that my profile picture is going to be changed because I sent an updated one.
Yeah, we also did everyone send their icons?
I sent all that to you.
Okay.
Everybody's. Now the new ones I haven't gotten yet. That's why
Okay.
whenever they register on this. Oh yeah, thanks Brian. Yeah, whenever and I want to appreciate my moderators. They do a wonderful job at moderating my channel. I know. All right. So yeah, your information has been sent in here. This is a startup. We just started this recently. I got your icon already taken care of, Jared. The website people are working on it right now. So because it hasn't been updated since last time, and of course one thing we've addressed, I've addressed is being able to upload some of your own information. Those are just joining. But yeah, you can join anytime. Oh yeah. Now, Nathan, I'd recommend playing against myself, Loot, or even Wayne to see if your PC's compatible. Because there are a few that if you're on Wi-Fi, it does not look good at all. Actually, I'm going to see if I can expand this a little bit. Yeah, everyone who's in the league will be on this here. You know what? I can do this. I'm not gone. I'm going to just move myself wherever I disappear to. Where did I disappear to? Oh, there I am. There I go. Okay. This is what I should have done from the beginning. So y'all see it clearly now. Ooh. All right. So, Wayne forgot to mute himself. So let me go to that real quick.
Let me finish this. I'm sorry it's taking so long.
Let's see here. I want to put Wayne on mute just for a little bit. Okay. Whoa. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties here. We don't want to lose everybody. All right. So this is the website. It's called. You can actually go to the website. This is what it looks like right now. BigTexGaming.com, and it's going to have BigTexGamingFootball.com. Awesome, Nathan. Awesome. Got league rules. It's everything that we talked about today will be in there. Stat cards, player teams, join league, video gallery, and everyone who's a part of this league will be on here. These are just a few current, and the records will be updated weekly once we. I know the season's about done, and the Titans are out, and so are the Browns. I end with a 13-4 record, while the Browns end with a 10-7 record. The Raiders are still winning, so and they could be winning overall. Oh, it's all good. All right, yeah, we're ending right here. All right, so looks like our time is winding out. I just wanted to show everyone all these latest updates. Before I go, let's check in on the Rams and the Packers. It is a 19-10 Packers lead. But anyways, yeah, everyone message me if you have any questions. We're going to go back to our main page here. Okay, so it looks like we did lose it for a little bit. That's all right. We don't have time to fix it. It's been good as always. I hope you have fun today. Join our league. I hope you have a great one. Actually, let me go back to. Is it messed up? All right, one final thought, Lee. Any final thoughts? Luke, final thoughts?
No, I can't. I'm excited about this new season, and well, heck, I'm excited about these games in the current season coming up. I want to. Hopefully, we can stream. The other players will stream their games, so we can commentate and watch on on their games as well. No, this new season is going to be awesome, and definitely excited to play in this. I think it's going to be one of the fastest growing PC leagues out there. So who knows how far this thing is going to go.
Awesome. And we didn't really have much questions from the chat today, and we hope to do this on a weekly basis. Wayne, final thoughts before we head on out? Oh, wait. Wayne's on mute. Hold on, Wayne. I just realized I had you on mute. All right, unmute.
I
There you
pretty
go.
much echo everything that y'all have been saying, especially Lee. I really am excited about the new league, but also finishing out this other one. I think it's been fun so far. It's just been good to get everybody really together. So, we're all super excited about it. Just want to have a lot of fun with it, and get a lot of good interactions. And play a lot of good players and stuff. And so, looking forward to it. And anything y'all need, let us know. We're all here for you guys. And man. So like I said, let's do it.
All right, those are great final thoughts. I know I kept y'all longer than normal today. We'll do better on time and with the whole thing. Thank you both for joining us today. Hope you had fun today, as I did.
Anytime.
We're gonna send you off here, and y'all have a great afternoon. And we will talk to you later on. Let me find my buttons here. All right, well, y'all have a great one. This is Big Tex Gaming with the Sports Talk stream, signing out, over and out. Oops.
Yeah, don't you want to go walk around for a bit? Come on. Sorry that took a while, but at least you got to have some fun and you got to build your Puzzy.
We're still live, Wayne.
Okay, man, sounds good, dude. I gotta kind of get parenting here.
All right, later.
So, see ya.